Alright, ladies and gentlemen, coming back to our game here in the Pacific Theater. Early February. I have no idea what I'm loading into. Just opening this save for the first time. So let's explore the save. You and I together, shall we? And boom. Bada bing, bada boom. So we just constructed that oil refinery here in China. Alright. Yeah, of course, I know I'm dealing with this. Sorry, I am in the middle of constructing this, but I started the process of constructing it. Okay, so what happened here? Yeah, that's to be expected. So you took this city. So New Guinea is completely under the control of the Allies. Okay. Gave it back to the Dutch. I think that's part of our house rules, that if you take a city, I think you have to give it back to, who it was? So I guess he attacked me. He killed my 2 units, and hightailed it out of there. So that's, yeah, okay, yeah, we didn't have great luck with that. Anyways, flak, good. I think we have like 2 flak. I think on one of these islands we have like several flaks just sitting around. Anyways, 4% damage. Blew up a coal mine. That's never nice to come on. Another fishing boat blown up here in Vietnam off the coast. Alright, so we basically lost. They attacked me here. So they kill me with their 1st Australian Armored Division. Yeah, they're looks like they're trying to counterattack me over here. Oh, they made a road here, so we're gonna have to blow up this road as well. Okay. I don't know, man. This whole submarine thing is really getting to me. I'm trying my best, but they are, yeah. Stone cow for ivory. Do we lose ivory now? Do we have ivory? We do not have ivory. Are we unhappy in any city? That is the question. Yes, we are unhappy in basically all these Chinese cities, which is to be expected, but also in a few Japanese cities, which I don't want to be. Did he blow up their ivory, or they just canceled it? Why would my vassal... It says... So I guess maybe that camp isn't there. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, okay. I'm a little bit out of the loop. I've had a busy life, IRL. Did they take Hilo? When did they take Hilo? Okay, so I was looking at the Commonwealth. I didn't look at what the Americans did. Yeah, okay, so they took Johnson. Okay, there was only 2 planes there. How did they take Hilo? Oh, man. We killed 1 guy, 1 GI. Alright. Well, these guys are unfortunately stuck here. Nothing I can do about that. Where is our fleet? Yeah, we got to get these guys... essentially get some healing done. I did say I was like bringing them down here, I think to truck, so I can get some healing done here, because I don't want to like park them in this city with only 1 garrison. That would not be optimal, because if they have a transport come along, they would just need to kill the 1 garrison and they would capture my entire fleet. So I'm trying to find somewhere I can park with adequate defense. 3 garrisons and a flak. That'll do. So I think before we can definitely I think I might move an aircraft carrier. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Well, let me see. Because I know, yeah, they have a transport here. I should be able to sink this, right? Okay. So let me select everybody, um, except for the carriers. Because the carriers, I want to stay over here to maybe do a few air missions, and I want to send this as far over to truck as we can. I'm gonna move one tile at a time just so I can spot any potential submarines or something. Boom, boom, boom. This is my favorite industrial era song. It's always so calm and peaceful. Not not fitting for World War II in the Pacific, but still, I always like listening to this. So look at this carrier. Moving at 25. Can we get away with moving it a few tiles north and maybe... Well, first of all, let's maybe like do a couple air recon missions, right? Yeah, so they have a... They have a Wildcat in the air, so I'm not going to do any naval missions or any air missions over here. I think let's just do a few scouting missions. I don't want to get too bogged down in maybe attacking anywhere. That transport was an easy duck. But everyone else, I don't see... I don't see anywhere else I can maybe... So I'm also... Okay, so the British fleet is pretty much over here off the coast of China. And the American fleet... I'm guessing somewhere over here. I'm guessing Hilo. I don't see him here in Pearl Harbor. And I don't see him in Midway. So what I'm trying to say is our naval force is safe for at least for this turn. As long as we all stay together. So I'm just going to run some air missions. Because... why not? You never know if there's a submarine just outside of our, just outside of range, spying on us. Yeah, you can heal. Everyone else, I want you to continue healing. Okay, so that's pretty much everyone. God. I must have missed, or maybe I forgot. We have 2 zeros, and they're both at, like, incredibly low health. That's not great. I'm going to actually maybe recall a 0 over here. Because I can't have 2 zeros protecting this entire fleet. Yeah, let's just come over here. Alright, we're going to end our turn here. So we're angry here in Osaka. Well, I'll tell you what, if we get that gems repaired, we can definitely get at least another happiness up. So let's, or the gold, right? I already have gold, so let's get this gem up and running. Makes us happy. Okay. I'm actually going to keep this guy here. Just to have 2 infantry and 2 garrisons here. Same deal here. Okay, so they blew up these darn fishing boats. So I know, like, they're in the area. This was the last fishing boat he blew up, was this claim right here. So what if we were to come and scout out? Yep. There you were. Okay. It's I feel good, but also, like, the fact he's able to sneak in and blow up 3 fishing boats before I'm able to spot him is not great. Ultimately, our naval protection is lagging. If it was stronger, we could spot him earlier, faster and earlier, because we would have more destroyers around. But we're working on that. We are working on that. Okay, so he was a little bit damaged. He lost 9 strength out of 30. Wow. So I think I'd run a quick other recon mission around here. And let's just pull him back here and get him healed. Take a couple turns. I don't know if we are dealing with any Well, I mean, yeah, we're gonna want to look. Let's get you healed. I really can't pull this guy onto my carrier because, like, this is our only fighter we have over Japan. Oh man, this whole oil situation. I'm doing the best I can, I think. I can't even put him on the carrier. I think there's only certain fighters I can station on a carrier. So, yeah, regardless. Okay, let's come over here. Let's do this Chinese deal. So we have a strong force here still. I do want to blow up this railroad. Excuse me, this road. But I have a feeling if I march up this hill, he's going to move his force here, along with his 3 workers, and just build a railroad here right after I do that. Why is everyone here healed? Remember, we blew it up last turn with all of our artillery. I don't know. Let's do another round of bombardment with our artillery. That was good. We're still looking at 18%. Except now his defenses are completely down. This turn I also believe I had more artillery show up. So I think if I had another turn to do artillery bombardment, I should be able to take, well, at least put a massive hurt onto this city. Further reinforcements notwithstanding. So if I send Hugh here this turn, that means next turn, well, range of 4. Anyways, okay, so what do I do here? I think we're sitting here with roughly 17, 18 strength, 7 units. On a hill, of course, with the medic promotion. Remember, he doesn't really have artillery, but then again, I don't really have flak, so he could bomb me and really attack me here with very few casualties if I'm not careful. All my flaks are right here. Of course, there's still a big stack here of infantry, Indian infantry. I think the play is to back up off this hill. And that way next turn I can either come and join this force or step back into my friendly territory here. I don't... Due to all the artillery units I have on this stack, I don't foresee him really pushing me with his Indian infantry. I would just obliterate them. If he comes at me with like 10 infantry, I would just hit him with all my artillery and I could demolish him. So let's pull back this little stack here onto this hill. Yeah, not the jungle. Yeah, okay. And I suppose for all these infantry, I'm definitely not going to be pushing 18%. So I think we're good to keep this force stationed here. These guys, we're good to sit here. Yeah, I mean, I really want more operational range, but we're already outgunned as it is, so I need to keep promoting combat to try to keep up in the arms race. Damn. I'm going to pull you off interception. I'm going to heal you for a turn. But then these two other, these two other Nates, I'm going to have you on interception duty this turn. And this dive bomber, as we've been doing, we're just going to keep on pulling air recon missions over here. Alright, it's amazing how much Indian infantry is right here. Just, not only here, but also, like, he has 3 different huge stacks of Indian infantry. 60 Indian infantry. And then he has 6 British infantry. So he has 10 times more Indian infantry than British infantry. And then he has 1 Anzac infantry that I have visibility of. So he's definitely he's definitely drafting the Indian cities to all hell. He's definitely taking advantage of the drafted army civic. Which I never done. Losing a trade route per city. Well, we do get 55 free military units, huh? What? I missed the further breakdown of commerce that is available, like in Dawn of Civilization. This isn't very informative. I have no idea how much income I'm getting from trade across all my empire. But I mean, so this goes from high upkeep to medium upkeep. So saving 23 gold per turn. Plus 45 more free units. I don't know. I mean, we're not in our golden age anymore, so I don't know. I'm definitely not. I should have maybe considered that before the golden age ended. Oh well. But we're good to stick here at interventionism. It's not a bad civic regardless. Okay. So what's the plan? Yeah, we're sitting here. Nothing I can do there. This stack, I hated to pull back from Darlag, but yeah, oh, that's okay. And with this force, we are moving up onto Cyan. We're going to be aggressive there. Yeah, I'll sit on here. Okay. I'll send my Marine to Tokyo just so I can potentially airlift him if I need to. Great engineer. $45.64 beakers for sloped armor. So that's roughly a bit more than a third. Which I guess would like be the single best use of my engineer if I were not going to be saving him for a golden age, which honestly I might do. Who's going to be our next? Well, all our cities are starving, so we do have less specialists, which is and this is 53% for an engineer. I think I might just hold on for a golden age. Like, I'm not in a rush to get sloped armor. I'll save him, and if I'm researching sloped armor later and I want to finish it a little bit faster, I'll do that. In the meanwhile, I'll just park you in Tokyo. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me give you city garrison. We're gonna take back Shanghai. I'm gonna put you also in Shanghai. We are very much starving. Why are we starving so much? Because we lost our lighthouse. Let's build that lighthouse again real quick. That's a shame, because this city has the aircraft plant, and I know when we get oil, I want to be cranking out zeros here. Oh, we lost our shale plant. All right, lighthouse and then the shale plant. Yeah, this is a disaster. Yeah, okay, I guess so. Yeah, run. I'd rather run spies than citizens, honestly. That's right. I did want to make a move to run over to one of these islands down here. This was just a fun little thing to do, potentially. Really hope it's unoccupied and there aren't any submarines over here. But yeah, let's do this. Maybe take Samoa next. Just making a move around the island because it's going to end our movement anyway. So I think next turn... Well, yeah, here we go. Well, we got one little island taken. Okay. So I did train a fishing boat. I am very reluctant to send them out to actually do any fishing with all the submarines in the water. But also, I am starving massively. I might send you over to Tokyo, because this is my capital city, and if there's anywhere I don't want to be starving, it's Tokyo. So, yeah. Alright. This transport, I'm going to come over here. Ooh, not enough movement. So I'll just pick up this artillery, and have you skip your turn. And he pulled back out a soul as well. I don't even think I can, I should have noticed that before, because I do not have anyone in the area, I don't believe, to even retake soul. Right? Yeah, yeah, okay. Huh, I should have used that transport to take back soul. Or maybe not, because he might have been blown up from a submarine anyway. But I will be sending this infantry to take back soul next turn. I feel like that was sloppy, but honestly, like... Well, I should have been sending more people over here regardless. Anyways. Another fishing boat. I really don't want to... I really hate seeing my city starve. I'll have you end your turn in Shanghai. Okay, I'm making farms over here to let the city grow a bit. We are unhealthy, but nothing I can really do about that. That's okay. I wanted to grow to work all these tiles around here. Make it another farm good. Yeah, let's work that tile instead. Why was the AI working this hamlet instead of this village? Or at least that 4 commerce rather than this 5 commerce. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Where else? Where else? So I got a farm here because I was starving a little bit. I don't know if I can afford to put a workshop here. A little bit low on food at the moment. Well, let's work this fish. I don't know why you're not working that fish. This city does need more hammers, so I will be putting a workshop here. It doesn't need to continue growing, at least that fast. So yeah, let's put a workshop here. Alright, and we're trying to boost the production in this city as much as possible, as fast as possible. There's not a, okay, okay, let's send a worker here to help get that forest chopped. Let's help get this lumber mill. He's surrounded by hills and no railroad. I'll just come here. What was he doing here? Was he making... No, I wanted to replace this fort because it's Yeah, okay. I'm gonna replace that fort. I guess with a farm, because this city I kind of just want to have you cranking out workers for, I don't know, the foreseeable future. Um, so yeah, I think the farm is definitely the best bet here. We're at the happiness cap, so I don't want you to grow, definitely. So that's, well, I kind of need to be making railroads instead. Oh, we got a railroad crew right here. So let's come right here. Yeah, let's make a farm here. All right, our Chinese corporation executive. So where is the next city I want to spread you? What's the name of that city or that corporation? Chungking. Chungking is currently in Chungking and Chengdu, so in only 2 cities. This is my first executive I think I've trained. I think I want to send you to Kunming first, right? This has 0 culture and it's 0% Japanese. 7 anger for we yearn and join our motherland. I think you're probably a prime candidate for the first instance of this corporation spreading. So let's do this. So that actually did hurt our economy a little bit. Yeah, minus 11 gold. And I saw I went from plus 180 gold per turn to 176. Plus it costs 50 gold to expand there. So whereas the Japanese corporations every time just boost the economy, minus the initial 50 gold payout, this is a slight penalty on my economy. But honestly, with all that culture, that's going to nerf this anger. And all the hammers as well. 8 hammers, 40 culture, I think it's worth it. Because now our borders are going to explode, getting more happiness. Yeah, this is going to be a good city for a levy. Well, not bad. Well, okay. You'll see. I'll make that next turn. Alright, this stack here, we're going to join this stack. I honestly think I'm pretty confident with this force. That should take Cyan, no problem. Then after we take Cyan, I might either go after the communists or come over here land Shao. I kind of want to get rid of the communists just to push them away from Manchuria a bit. Open up these tiles for development. Because I haven't been improving these tiles because I'm afraid of these Guerrilla 2 guys coming over here and pillaging me and killing my workers. The tanks, I'm going to keep you here another turn. They might join this crew in a bit. Yeah, you're healing. Yeah, these 2 guys will come join. And this flak as well. Cavalry. Yeah, keep you here. Alright, so we have air support of the allies to the south of us. So I really can't use my bombers for anything other than air recon missions. So I think I'll be doing just that. Even look at this. There's a ferry Fulmer. There's a couple of ferry Fulmers. And a B-17 over here. Artillery will have to push through. Which it might. These guys are only strength 18. They're pretty weak. And I'm strength 20, about to be strength 24 for my Japanese infantry 43 when I research assault rifles in a couple turns. Yeah. Might put a farm here so I can spread irrigation to these plains tiles over here. Or you know what? This is an oasis. I can probably spread... Yeah, put a farm right here. Because we're nowhere near the happiness or the health cap. So yeah, let me go ahead and put a farm right here. Let's do that. Swap this out for you. Oh, so we healed all our bombers, but like I said, I really don't know what to use them for other than recon missions. This is an incredible range. Holy cow! I can reach the Soviet Union from down here. It's unfortunate. Combat 3, I wish I could use you for combat purposes. Yeah, here we go. I'll just do my recon missions I've been talking about. So right here. Right here. Right here. And then for my other 2 bombers. Right here. Handful of Chinese infantry. This only has 2 Chinese infantry and a flak. I think I'm better off if I had gone for land chow instead. If nothing else, then to scatter all these allied airplanes out of the way. And down here is only 2 infantry. Yeah, honestly, like when I take Cyan, like I should try to just blitz these cities as fast as possible. Probably just ignore the Chinese communists, because that's going to be a bit of a prolonged fight. But all these cities over here, I can take a little bit easier. And I went for Darlag, which is like the most reinforced city, unfortunately. With all this Chinese infantry. Oh well. Yeah, I can't do a bombing raid anywhere. Fighters cover everywhere I can look. I'll come over here and check out Calcutta. Why not? I was gonna say, where did that British infantry came from? But he came from Delhi, which has British manpower. So, all right. Send this flak over here and join here. That'd be good. I am garrisoning more garrisons in these coastal cities to protect against a potential landing. Have you join this stack here. Have this artillery joined here. And have this flak join here. Skip your turn. Yeah, skip your turn. Okay, so I'm happy I got a railroad here. Gonna come get a railroad with this stack right here. Good. Alright. Okay, so there's not a road here, so he can't really come and threaten Kunming with his any force very quickly. So I'm going to use this force to come over here and join this stack here. Strengthen it a little bit. Garrison good. Alright. That's all our movements. Let's start looking at our build orders. Definitely need to get mines over here. I think I talked about that earlier, but I was focusing on the railroads. But now I could probably start focusing on some mines on these hills up there. Because I did make a factory here, I believe. I might make a supermarket here, honestly. Give me some health and a food. Help prevent starvation. Why not? Aircraft plant. We are preparing for when we get oil. Oh man, I cannot wait. Can we do anything for happiness here? I might make a jail for reduced war wariness. Because 4 anger for war wariness is actually a little bit high for our civics. Because we're running like civics that reduce that. So that is very high. That must mean we're not doing too well in this war. Yeah, we're still waiting on the oil, so I guess in the meantime I'll make a jail real quick. I don't want to be crippled by war anger. that's for sure. Yeah, maybe I'll make a flak. Well, yeah. Guess I'll make a merchant ship. That's always a safe bet in these trying times, even though I don't have destroyers to protect them, so maybe it's not. Oh well. I just hate seeing all this starvation going on. Yeah. I might... Well, okay, so we got this. He has a little bit more espionage into me than I do into him. Ergo, the 104% espionage cost. And of course, since we are running police state, which boosts espionage... See, this is what I mean. We're running mobilization and police state, both of which reduce war wariness. Anyways, I might lean into espionage a little bit more. Because assault rifles are going to be important. Because I'm training a ton of infantry. And this battle is very much a ground battle now, at the moment. But, and I think, I mean, it would definitely be a far cry. But if I can get enough espionage to really start getting city visibility, that would be very beneficial. Like, city visibility would cost 171,000 points, and I have nearly 18,000. So that's, yeah, you can see that's a bit of a far cry. But hey, maybe I'll increase it to 20% for now. I'll run a bit of a deficit for a little bit. Definitely gonna get assault rifles in 2 turns. Yeah, I can't get that in 1 turn. Alright, so I think that's it for my turns. Where should I be sending my my airlift? I'm kind of tempted to send an airlift over to Truck just to help defend it a little bit better, since my Navy's going to be parked there for a few turns. And I don't think there's anywhere else that urgently needs a city defender. Maybe, actually maybe Rabaul. Yeah, they did just take New Guinea, so I do want to, I don't know. I'm assuming they have a Navy over here that's just going to obliterate me very quickly anyway. But yeah, I'll, yeah, that's a little bit too close to, New Guinea to have my Navy parked here without enough defenses here. So I'm going to be airlifting this guy over here, the Truck, just to help defend whenever my Navy shows up. And yeah, I believe that's it for my turn. If I had transports, I would definitely be bringing more workers over here, because got a lot of things that need repairing. Looking around. Yeah, mine, lumber mill, mine. Okay, not that much. Just a few things. Maybe a workshop here. Definitely the fishing boat situation is unfortunate. I need to get a garrison here so I can send this guy out on the attack. Am I training garrisons anywhere? I should have a city like cranking out garrisons. I think that was actually the purpose of Canton, because that's why I made the Red Cross there. But I'll do that later, I guess. But, well, yeah, we're training a few. In Vietnam, it looks like. Toyohara. Where is that? Over here. Yeah. We have several, like, garrisons that are protecting where I don't need them, but the transport situation. So I want to get, like, some people over here to Seoul. Well, I'm training infantry here. Showing up with infantry here. Yeah, it's okay. La la la. Let's finish this monument. I'm gonna actually. Well, wait. 5 turns. That's not gonna cut it. Yes. Swap out this monument because I want to train these executives as fast as possible. So I'll train another Chinese corporate executive here. Can we train any Kawasaki or Mitsubishi? No. We're training them right here and here. Okay. Alright. So that's my turn. Is there any other little things I'm not seeing that man, just looking around the map and seeing how many fronts I've had to retreat on, it's sad. This is the one front that is going not bad. But even like in real history, I think Japan had pushed decently in the Burma. I think the fighting was more over here, and I'm more over here. But definitely in the China is my one solid point, but, you know, I can't take too much credit for that. It is an AI after all. But hey, take the wins where I can get them. It's, we are starving here. Yeah, let's give this pig to the city. Alright, I think that's it for me. I'm happy we got this railroad connected all along here. I'm going to continue making it up to the north here. He hasn't even tried bombing this stack at all. Or if he has, we were able to heal so fast. Yeah, this is, for all intents and purposes, impenetrable, at least for the moment. I don't have any flax here, so if he wanted to bomb me to hell, he could. But still. Alright. Hopefully we can make a move on this city next turn. We completely took out their defenses. We got some infantry down to like 13 health. 16 health out of 22. So they shouldn't all be able to fully heal this next turn. So we should be able to put even more firepower into them the following turn to hopefully be able to at least make a good dent. I don't know if I don't think I can take the city next turn, but at least kill a lot of them. Yeah, alright. That's my turn. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe I should move... Should I be trying to move my general over here? No, he's good over here. Well... My super medic general. Yeah, if I were to try to get him out of this stack and bring him over here to heal this stack as fast as possible, what would that look like? So I'd bring you here this turn, and then I would go. I'd probably make a railroad here and here, so I can get him pretty far south. I could probably get him over here in a couple turns if I wanted to. Do I want to do that? You know what? I'm going to preemptively move this cavalry unit right here. And honestly, if they hurt me, I'll just call them right back and get them healed. Let's get these tanks just as a insurance policy covering this general. But I don't think there's even anywhere they could possibly be in danger. I think I think they do have maybe a tank unit here too. So he could... No, they have roads here. So no, I don't think there's anywhere they would be threatened. Anyways, insurance policy. Makes me feel safe. Alright, that's my turn. Double checking. Don't know what to do about this. This is my only bet. Am I maximizing production here as much as I can? Sure hope so. Don't think there's anything else I can do. We're gonna chop down that mine. That forest, I should say. Actually, maybe I could chop down that lumber mill. Well, I don't know. Okay, anyways, enough lollygagging about. Thank you guys for watching. Early February 1943. Hopefully, late February 1943 bodes better times for the Japanese Empire. We're starting to go through some troubling, perilous times, but I have a feeling that we can unite and push forward onto a brighter future. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe for more, stay tuned for more, and take care.